Just and most controversial substances known to science.
You've seen those videos of people shitting their pants, right?
Yeah.
Like the ones where people are like in public and they're like,
Sure.
and then they just sort of like take a haphazard shit in public.
Dude, can you imagine, like, you're about to do that and you're just like, whoa.
But now
No,
so
he
much video.
shit himself because he died. That's what happens.
Nothing sticks anymore. It used to be like, what if your nudes get on the internet? And that was like a bad thing. There's so many nudes on the internet.
You kill yourself because you're about to shit yourself.
Just spare yourself the shame of killing yourself. Of shitting yourself, you kill yourself. So like, yeah, they all do that when they die.
What did he say? He said, I don't have to shit. And then he killed himself. And then he shit all over the goddamn place. Okay. Yeah, that's a reasonable way out of it.
Yeah, fully reasonable.
Yeah.
And I saw Gravity in 3D, and it was an experience. It was reminiscent of The Matrix in that it was kind of groundbreaking. It was something I'd never seen before, and I always tell the story of how the man sitting next to me, there's a part where a Soyuz capsule breaks apart, and it's got all these ropes flailing in space that connect to a parachute, and she's slipping off the spacecraft, and she's trying to grab these flailing cords, and in 3D they look like they're in their face, and the man next to me was trying to grab one, and I was like, yeah. This is a cinema experience, or it's Georgia.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, we in space!
I told you we should have went to church instead of seeing a film.
My friend and I are the two. I don't know how to say this without being an asshole. We're the two best.
We're the
pilots in the club.
badasses of the group.
Yeah, so we're kind of like
I'm
pushing
kind of
each
like
other.
Fonzie.
What are you for Halloween?
Oh, I am.
Yeah, what are you, Kyle?
You are
So-
things around the house, man.
Things around the house, man. And by best, I mean worst.
Oh, terrible.
So they were
Vic
filming
Morrow.
the scene in like very shallow water, but there was a helicopter. That's the crux of the issue.
It was a Vietnam scene with Vic Morrow and two kids that weren't even supposed to be on set at that hour.
Children.
The child actor, they paid no attention. They got some local kids from wherever shithole they were filming this in.
Yep.
And Vic Morrow was supposed to have one kid under each arm or something and run out of this lake, this shallow lake, while the helicopter hovered above. And they shot off a couple of flares. One apparently hit the tail rotor of the copter, and this thing just went pew, 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 came right down on top of Vic Morrow and the two kids, decapitating Vic Morrow and killing the other two kids.
I've
So
seen
that
it.
yeah.
I've seen the video of it hitting.
Oh
him.
yeah.
Taylor.
Brutal.
I'm watching it right now.
It's like I don't have pubic hair, I have peach fuzz.
Anchor memory for me is in the movie The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. The wanted posters of the criminals were all sketches in my old timeline. Now they're photos. Now, is it more likely, I posit, that he's misremembering or that he's shifted timelines yet again?
Can I just say I also don't remember Tower 7 going down. I know that it happened because everyone's always talked about it, but I watched 9/11 live on TV. Like, we didn't do class that day. We just watched 9/11, and I have no memory of that. And I am positive that is because I was 15 years old watching TV, and there was a national tragedy happening, and that's why I don't remember.
No,
Not
at
me.
some
My
point you
memory in
phased.
particular is flawless and better than video evidence.
Yeah. In my old timeline, you were a gun YouTuber.
That was a sick line.
So
My old timeline, your head got stuck and you didn't make it.
I'm about to make my first YouTube video, but I'm hit by a car.
Lefty's still here. We have 400 viewers.
I don't know why this show sucks. Like I don't know why I keep listening to this. Yeah, in my other timeline, it was good.
Jackie
But yeah,
left
it's-
after Woody turned to the drink.
There's dude, another. Yeah, that would be a fun. In a timeline out there, Woody's a drunk. Just
I don't like alcohol at all.
I love.
I know, but that's
I know
this
that's why
version
it's a
of
good
you took
timeline.
all of the lack of desire, and that one was left with nothing but thirst.
He got my share.
Yeah, there's other ones where it's just pictures of animals that they're not familiar with, and they'll be like,
Oh,
really? And it's like one of them was like, did you know that animals can absorb sunlight and create chlorophyll now? Because look at this slug. It can absorb sunlight from the sun, and it's an animal. Do you remember this in your old timeline? Yes, but I just recalled seeing this. So don't look anything else on this. What do you remember from the Fruit of the Loom logo? Like, just describe it to me.
okay.
There's a dude wearing grapes, dude wearing an apple and a pear, maybe.
The logo itself that says
Yeah.
Fruit of the Loom, and then what's behind it?
Oh,
No idea.
isn't there like a loom?
I'm thinking a bunch of fruit.
A loom with a bunch of fruit in it?
I mean, all right. So I'll tell you what I pictured immediately, and because like the more I think about it, the more it like dissolves, and I can't picture it anymore.
Yeah.
At
I have
first,
no idea what it is, Taylor, but were you perhaps expecting they might even be close to the... Were you thinking they might have like overlapped slightly with what it actually was?
If Kyle, finish what you were saying about what
I
you initially thought?
honestly, I pictured a cornucopia full of fruit, like one of those Thanksgiving centerpieces.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And see, like that was one that I clicked on it, and they were like, "There's never been a cornucopia behind the Fruit of the Loom logo." And I was like, "But that can't be true. There is a cornucopia behind it." So like that one, I was like, "That's surprising," because if you would have asked me before I saw it, it's like, yeah, there's that cornucopia, and it's full of fruit.
I mean, they have like, it's like a thing. Like when you pass out at your desk, like it's not a bad thing. They're like, look at him, like worked so hard, he's literally dying right now. Like good employee. Like, ugh.
That's such a weird cultural thing, because I've heard that too, that if you fall asleep at your desk, it's like, oh, Hideki working very hard today. Like instead of what would happen
well,
here,
fuck.
where it's like, hey, you're supposed to do your sleeping at home, champ.
I got a George Costanza thing going on here, you know, like, oh, I just get all my sleep done at work. They think I'm a hero.
I put a place under my desk to take naps in, and they using it as a new model for the rest of the firm. Yeah, that's very interesting. I'd like to go to Japan too, just because it's another modern nation that seems totally antithetical to us. Like so not antithetical, wrong word, but totally different. Like everything would be.
And they love us. Like we're an ideal to them. Like a 6 foot tall white man. Oh, especially if you're blonde. Oh, you'd slay so much Japanese pussy. So much Japanese pussy. If you're 6 foot tall, I'd dye my hair blonde if I was going.
Also,
I'd
I'm
look
saying to like,
maniac. Like I was going Super Saiyan, but that might turn him on.
the worst thing is that, you know, to put it bluntly, I just look at, you know, you'll look at some like real authentic Japanese porn, and you're like, this looks like the worst lay of my life. Like my first time having sex was way more like put together. Like I went in with an idea of what I'm doing. And this is like both parties are just flailing and it looks ugly. Like nobody should record this. And this is like the professionals doing it. But it's like,
okay, no. All Japanese porn is rape porn. All of it is like that's the overriding category. There is no like rape category. It's like, oh, the Japanese porn is a non-consensual. Why would a woman want to be a folk? Men should be at the working. All of it seems non-consensual. The woman never seems happy with what's going on. She always seems like and in their like hyper fantasy world, which is the animated porn, it's always like a little schoolgirl face, like an underage chick with cartoonish beach ball titties and a blurred out vagina for some reason.
I was going to say, Japanese women have weird vaginas. They're blurred out. They're pixelated. Yeah.
No, all right. So one of my things was a friend of mine was like, I need you to bring back like actual hentai. Like I need you to bring me back a comic of porn. And I was like, I can do that. So I went to multiple shops. Two things that I noticed. One, porn is stupid expensive. Like for an average booklet, it was like $60 for like for like very obviously porn. It has like 18 plus on it. You can look through on the cover. Two, like it is a little alarming when you walk in and they obviously like no photos, but you walk in and there's just drapes of like what seems to be a 9-year-old. And you're like, can't even suspend disbelief here. Like that is a child. and she is naked.
Oh no, actually, she is a ancient vampire. She is 4,000 years old, so it's not creepy at all.
Did you struggle with the exchange rate?
No, the exchange rate was really all right.
He's just impressions like me.
This is my African American accent.
Oh, is that what his name was? You know, that would be Woody's because it's all Indian. Yeah, well, that sucks. We should try and call him. Well, there's no point in calling back. We're gonna get whatever the hell.
Oh shit! Oh wow! Oh wow! That's so good. Oh, that's intense.
What?
Can she get close over your freaking shoulder?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh, oh my!
Yeah.
Can she come closer to the cam? That is nice makeup.
Yeah, she's been doing this for the last couple hours. Not done yet, though.
Oh my god. You two look delightfully horrific.
I remember recognizing that immediately when I met Taylor, and I tell people often, like, Taylor's one of the smartest guys I know. I think you are.
Thank you.
Very funny guy too. Taylor's just multifaceted, multi-talented, great guy.
So good, so good. I'm so glad I got worked into this answer.
You digging this? I can keep going.
Oh, don't stop. No new topics, Woody.
I worked with a guy, I've talked about him before, Patavi Srinivasan. So much better at coding than me. And I was good, right? I was better than almost everyone at Cisco. And a lot of people liked me more than Patavi for their projects because I got shit done. Whereas he would...
Use your email to remember.
What's that?
I said easier email to remember. How the fuck do you spell Patavi? Fuck it, just email that.
Just get Woody. Yeah, she's wrote Hypercube guy in the thing. Yeah, that's the guy. I was working on this Hypercube routing, fault tolerant Hypercube routing algorithm for. He's not even close. For
I know.
For my master's degree, and I wrote it. I was proud of it. I showed it to him. He wrote it faster and better than I did. And I felt like there wasn't another person on the floor who could write it at all. And Patavi, stop it with the fucking thing. Stop it. Anyway, he's much smarter than me. But like, there's other aspects of smart. Like you know, Kyle, for example. I talk about him and his video ideas all the time. He's like much better at that.
I'll tell you what, we're going to take a break and take you back to regular programming, but I do want you to know that we will be back every half hour on the hour, starting at 1:30, with updates throughout the course of the day.
A dose smaller than a grain of salt precipitates a hazardous mental journey.
If you are new to Japanese animation, please take a minute to learn about the cultural and historical background which gives this art form its unique character. Thank you for supporting the anime art form.
Lefty?
Bye!